So as some of you guys know, I tried to collect a lot of horror Funko Pops, but some of these Funko Pops aren't that scary. So today I have gone through all of my horror Funko Pops in my collection and I have picked out which ones I think to be the scariest. And of course, I will be showing these scary Funko Pops off to you guys. So until further ado, let's get right into it. Now, before I show off these Funko Pops, I tried to look at it from a different person's perspective. What would they get scared at instead of myself? So the first Funko Pop, which I think is pretty spooky, is Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, I really don't have to go into all of that detail as to why Leatherface is scary. If you have seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films, you know why. And honestly, if I tried to talk about this character in detail on YouTube, I might get flagged, so let's just keep it safe. But in regards to the look of this character, he's got that weird looking skin tight mask on his face and he is also holding a chainsaw. It looks pretty menacing. But in regards to the box art, I am really vibing with the design they went with for this Funko Pop. I really love the blood splatter and it's also kind of got like a vintage feel to it. So next up we have gotten a character called La Llorona, or I think it's pronounced La Llorona. I'm honestly not too sure. The reason why I wanted to include this Funko Pop in today's video is because it's actually based off of a real life legend called La Llorona. And I don't know too much about the La Llorona legend, but I do know that she is a spirit that emerges every so often throughout the year and you can hear her crying. Honestly, it's pretty scary. I guess that means I have to work on my knowledge of this character a little bit more. But honestly, when you're looking at this Funko Pop out of the box, she does look quite terrifying. I really do enjoy how we can see some of those black tears coming through her wedding veil. I think that's such a nice detail. And to a degree, I kind of believe in ghosts, so this one does kind of give me the heebie-jeebies.
Heebie-jeebies.
So next up is a Funko Pop that I just wanted to throw in the mix, and this is the Leprechaun from the movie Leprechaun. And I know what you guys are thinking, this character is pretty memeable, but when we watched Leprechaun as a kid back in the day, I have to admit he did scare me. I think Funko nailed it with this Funko Pop. I really like the wrinkles in his face. It adds so much to his grin, and I just think it's really creepy. And not to mention, he's also wearing a full Leprechaun outfit, so overall, it just looks really nice. So next up, we have gotten another Funko Pop that I wanted to throw into the mix. This is Pennywise with skateboard. Now, I myself am not scared of clowns, but I would say out of the general public, a lot of people do have a clown phobia. So that's why I had to include at least one Pennywise Funko Pop in this video. This has got to be one of my favorite Pennywise Funko Pops in my collection. I really do enjoy all of the blood splatter all over Pennywise's face, and I also love how he's holding the skateboard we can see in the film, which says won't be there for him either. And if you have seen the movie, you know the exact scene I am talking about. Next up, we have gotten another interesting Funko Pop. Now, I would have to say this one is just right on the line in between whimsical and scary. But anywho, this is the other mother from Coraline. Now, the only reason that I wanted to show off this Funko Pop in today's video is because I actually have a few friends out there that refuse to watch Coraline. And I find that really interesting because this film does not scare me. Am I alright? I definitely do think that the other mother is probably one of the scariest characters in the film Coraline. She's just so lanky and tall and she just moves around like a spider. And I think that's why I like this Funko Pop so much. It looks exactly like the character in the film with the long lanky arms and creepy fingers. And last but not least, the Funko Pop that I think is the scariest out of my whole horror collection is Michael Myers from, of course, Halloween. Now, if you have seen my Niagara Falls Comic-Con Funko Pop hunt video, you will know that this Funko Pop is actually signed by Nick Castle himself. And I know you guys probably couldn't see it that well, so here it is once again. And the really cool thing about this signature is that I did get it authenticated while I was at the event. Here is the little authentication sticker on the side, and then we've also gotten the JSA authentication card on the back. And the reason why I think this is the scariest Funko Pop in my collection is because Michael Myers just kind of like stalks his victims and just kind of walks around really slowly. I think it's really creepy. He's also just got a really evil presence. And by no means am I taking this Funko Pop out of the box, but if you guys do want to see some closer up shots, I will pop up a few photos on screen right here. Well, there you guys have it. These are the Funko Pops that I think are the scariest out of my whole horror Funko Pop collection. And I would love to hear from you guys, which Funko Pop do you think is the scariest in your collection? Honestly, I really do think it varies from person to person. As always, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to do those 3 things: like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.